What's up, everyone? So for this dev vlog, the first part, I'm going to show you a little intro to my vehicle extrication. This is just one sample of it. There'll be plenty of other varieties, cars on their side, roofs, people trapped in different ways and to different extents and severities. So this one, we're going to pretend that we have driver's side pinned. Going to need to do some dash roll, door pops, third doors, and roof removals. So we'll get started. First up, we'll grab our cribbing. Go ahead and crib the car. Keep in mind, this isn't done yet. There'll be interaction prompts and they'll be cleaner. There'll be animations and stuff. So we're going to eliminate the hazard, the fire hazard. So we're going to open this, secure the battery, which you'll have pliers when this comes out. So we can go ahead and drop the crib and we're kind of done with that for now. For right now, I just have a Halligan. You also have a Glassmaster for the bigger windows, but for now it's just all kind of just prototyping. So we'll go ahead and take all the windows. There will be punishments with patients and stuff by not taking the windows or securing the patient. It cause potential harm to the patient later on, and as I add EMS, this is all going to play in all together in one system. So car's pretty much secured right now. Cribbing's done, so we can get started on these doors. There's going to be different levels of the amount of entrapment, like I said before. So if someone's heavily entrapped or it's a really good pin job, the doors, like I'm about to show you, are not going to be instant. So you may need a second rescue company to kind of work faster to get the patient out. Over time, I'm going to implement a system where the patient can actually get hurt and slowly kind of lose health over time. There'll also be a chance for fires and a couple other surprises. So once again, there'll be animations for all this when it's time. So go ahead and pop these doors open. We'll get through all the doors. Just ignore all the animations, they're a little janky. Like I said, I'm just prototyping. So we can put that down and go ahead and get our cutters now. Go ahead and remove the door. Alright, so we'll make our first cut into the A post. Go ahead and cut the C post. Now we can remove the B post. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so this person's heavily trapped. Their feet are pinned. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some relief cuts, and we're going to use our ram to perform a dash roll. Push the dash off of the patient's legs. So we go ahead and make our first relief cut. And then we'll make our second relief cut. Alright, so our relief cuts are done. We'll get our ram out. And put that. And as you can see, if you watch closely, the dash actually gets pushed up a little bit. This is all subject to change and be improved upon, but this is just one example of entrapments. Basically, when the call generates, you could have someone trapped in any seat or all the seats, and it also chooses a random severity of the patient's condition for EMS, as well as a random level of entrapment for the fire players. EMS is totally optional in this game when it comes. So basically, when you finish cutting out the patient, if you don't want to even take part in EMS, you can just walk up and secure the patient, and they'll just disappear and the call will go under control. Hopefully later on, I think it'd be pretty cool to get some AI EMTs out here, and they kind of like take the patient away, or the player EMTs will be able to. So, like I said, this is just one example of entrapments. You'll have on the sides, on the roofs, down embankments, under things, which you'll need airbags for. which we'll do a walk around real quick. Have some box cribbing, some glass to clean up, some oil dry, got some brooms and stuff, a blowtorch, airbags, EMS bags, and a backboard. So just some new tools coming to the game. For right now, for the first part of Rescue, which is coming next week, you'll have oil dry, brooms, and this stuff over here. I'm going to keep adding more to it. I want these to be as dynamic as the house fires, as well as the hazmat and a couple other emergencies. But starting next week, when the car accidents generate, they'll have lots of spawn points all along the roads in different areas and positions. So you really never know what to expect. You could have entrapments on fire. You could have reported entrapment with no entrapment. And later on you'll have DOA and stuff, but you can still cut them out. So the tools are going to be electric. I originally was going to do hydraulic with cables and stuff, but I decided to keep it a little bit simpler for now. Expect to see some hydraulic lines though in the future for other things. So we're going to move on with the devlog, and I'm going to show you the new truck coming next week. Alright, so this is the new tanker coming. I haven't decided on how many gallons it's going to hold, but it's going to be 2 to 3 times more than the regular tanker. I have removed some hydrants around some of the rural parts of Kenton County, including like Bubba Lane, the factory fire, and a few other areas I can't recall just yet. But this should help out a lot. So this will be in the game next week. There'll be intakes on it and discharges. There will be no hand lines coming off of this. This is purely a supply piece. But I thought it'd be a new, unique addition to the game, and I think people will like it. So we're going to move on to my new hazmat call-out type. So I'd like to show you guys. Alright, so this is a first look at the new hazmat call-out type. So basically what we have here is we have some pipes that ruptured, and you got some toxic liquid seeping out of them. And your job is to go find out where the pipes are leaking and then patch them. So this is just a simple version of it. You could have like fields of pipes, or it could be in a different room in the factory, and you got to kind of figure out what's going on. So something else I want to show that people in Discord are already aware of, and this is actually in the game. There's just some issues with the clients using them. However, they'll be fixed next update. Placeable seam lights. So next up we have our leak kit. So we located our leaks. Alright, so all the leaks are patched. These are random each time. They could be in different rooms, really anywhere. So next up, you can go to a valve and shut off the pressure. Eventually I'm going to add it so you actually have to suck out the liquid with like a hazmat trailer. And by the time this comes out, the liquid actually slowly lower itself to the ground, so disappearing like what you're about to see. So, but that's pretty much it. Something else you guys may have noticed is I added dropping tools. Leak kit's not quite set up for it, but any tool now you can just press the drop tool button, drop hose button, and it'll just drop it on the ground for other players to pick up and swap around and stuff. So we're gonna take a quick look at some of the new additions to Canton County for a final part of this devlog. Alright guys, so to wrap up this devlog, I continued building more onto the city. I'm going to be adding emergencies to the city starting next month. You're going to be running some apartment fires, row home fires, some high-rise fires and stuff. There's also going to be sewers that go underneath the city. and there'll be hazmat emergencies there as well. So we're slowly adding more details to the map. We have kind of like a placeholder for our last station, Station 7. It's going to be a 1 rig house. Right now it just has a ladder in it, but it's going to be a rescue house. And then the towers get moved to the county, as well as the ladder is going to be put on Station 6. So I added some details to the scenery and started moving some stuff around. I want to make the map feel and flow more better and make it feel less empty. So I'm adding hills and stuff, elevation, and all kinds of stuff to the map, moving stuff around. Added like a little apartment complex. They're gonna have some apartment fires in here starting next month as well. There's gonna be lots of scenery getting placed all around the map to make it feel more populated. The cemetery that was here got moved across the street. Added like a pond. The prison's getting moved to either over here somewhere or back here. And if it gets moved back here, there'll be a road that goes from around here back. I just feel like the prison's too far out of the way right now for the fires it has. So this will be getting turned into like a forestry area. With cave rescues, cliff rescues, forest fires, and stuff like that. I'm gonna revamp the highway a lot. Give it more purpose, more on-ramps and off-ramps. This development is gonna get merged into one big development. So many streets and stuff in there, new house fires. Bubble Lane, that's over here, is getting moved to somewhere in this area. The industrial area is now going to stretch from all the way over here to in here and somewhere up here. This would be a Detroit style industrial area, maybe some Philly in there as well. And then over here would be Detroit suburbs. And then I'm going to try to squeeze some Chicago and Boston areas in here to get rid of this mountain. Station 1 will be getting moved into this area somewhere. This river is going to get deleted, and this would be one river. The airport's going to be expanded. And then each area, like I said, the city will have sewers. There'll be sewers in the county as well. A bunch of emergencies all throughout. I removed some hydrants in some areas, especially with the new tanker coming. Bubba Lane doesn't have a hydrant anymore. This place doesn't have a hydrant. These factories back here, no hydrants. I'm going to be adding drafting soon. It could be in as early as next week. We'll see. All around the shoreline, there'll be draft points. And it'll automatically take your hose and put it in the water and start putting, sucking up water for you. My main goal, especially with the entrapments and stuff coming, is to make the game more varied than just house fires. So I'm going to be adding in trees across roads, the car accidents with a bunch of varieties to them, as well as minor incidents attached to them. Like you could just be getting called for a fuel spill, clean up some debris and stuff. The CO alarms are going to be coming back. Natural gas leaks, manhole fires, sewer emergencies, and some other things that I have in the works. And the new hazmat stuff. So my main goal is to really, besides the variant, is to make all the emergencies be able to stand on their own, like the house fires do. So I want the entrapments to be as varied as the house fires. Same thing with the hazmats. So EMS as well will be just as varied. So pretty much by February, this game is probably gonna have 4 times as much as replayable content as it currently does now. So I'm gonna be trying to add a bunch of emergencies in groups so people don't just instantly go play the new emergencies and get burnt out. So starting next week, it'll be the entrapment, the hazmat, some sewer stuff, the trees across roads, which they'll also be able to spawn pretty much anywhere. Um, so people should be happy with that. I'm gonna be adding new stuff to do when not on calls very soon. Some of the chores will be coming back. Um, I'm really trying to find ways that people could spend their off time on call, so it's not just call to call to call to call. So one big thing is if you have any suggestions on what to do when you're not on a call, you can go ahead and drop them below in the comment section, or join the Discord, which link is on the Steam page, and we have a suggestions place for there too. So anyway, thanks guys. Hope you enjoy the new content coming. Hopefully I can keep you guys coming back and playing. Sales have been stronger than ever, especially with Playway. So we're getting a lot of new people, and I'm making sure that we can hold all the new people and still bring the old people back. So thank you guys, and I'll try to get some holiday stuff in the next update as well. So have a good night. Thank you.